Oh, hi. Good evening.
Oh,
How are we all? We got this guy here, Kevin McDonald. What what sort of made you become a trainer? What sort of got to the point where it triggered you that okay, look, property is great, but that's not just what I want to do in property. I want to train people. What was the trigger for you? Why did you come to this conclusion?
that actually happened by accident, really. Literally, I went to Progressive 2013 for the Super Conference, 2014, end of 13 and then through 14 I did my trainings, and my aim was replace my income. And I replaced my income, and I thought I'd always want to just cover my income. And when I replaced my income, I thought, well, if I quit my job, then I've got my income, but if a boiler breaks or something needs to be done, will I get a mortgage, etc. So I stayed in my job and I doubled the income. I doubled it quicker than it took me to replace it. And then I stayed again, and then I went 3 days a week, and I built up a decent portfolio of rent-to-rent properties and started to buy and started to do some more creative stuff.
What really normally done mean? I mean, your opinion, like, a lot of people are skeptical when they heard about all this stuff. Just suddenly the light just opened and you heard a lot of stuff. You can do this, you can do that, JV. So please, what normally done mean for you, Kevin?
No money down means 4 things, right? It means literally no money down, because I know people and I've taught people who do deals with 0 money. You can get rent-free periods from landlords, you can get option agreements, you can get deals with 0 money. So it's no money, none of your own money, so someone else's money, joint venture partner, it could be and it doesn't have to be just a JV partner, it could be the vendor. That people go and find a deal and then go looking for the money from a JV partner, when the money could be the owner of the house, because the money's actually in the bricks and mortar of the house. So why don't you JV with the owner? So it's no money, none of your own money, right? No money left in, so you'd refurbish, refinance, leave no money in, or very little money. Now somebody's going to go immediately, the keyboard warrior, oh, very little money is no money. That's
I knew it.
No money.
I knew it.
Yeah. But very little money. If you're trying to buy a house and build a property portfolio and you need 25% deposit to buy the house, and you need stamp duty money and legal money and refurb money, that you could be talking, it depends on, in an average part of the UK, you're talking 60, 70 grand. If you can get the keys of that house for 2-3 grand, the leverage is phenomenal. Now that 2 to 3 grand, one of the first rent deals I did, I needed about just under 3 grand to do the deal. It was 2.5-ish grand to do the deal. I put it on a credit card, literally, because what I was doing was I was getting furniture, fridge freezers, washing machines. I got a 0% interest credit card, and I put the 3 grand, 2.5-ish grand on the credit card. 0% for 18 months, paid it back within a few months, not advocating getting a credit card to go on holiday and buy handbags and whatever, but use it to invest in something that makes you a return that can make you wealthy. Now that is, when I talk about the concept of no money down, it is not exchanging your time for money in a job, building up a deposit. It is being creative to create the money.
Got some special guests here this evening. Lucy and Stephanie are going to join us this evening for a little chat. You know, they've built a substantial rent-to-rent HMO portfolio in a very short space of time, and they've done it in this year, which has been probably one of the most challenging years of all from, you know, a lot of property investors' point of view. And they've done it alongside their full-time jobs in the Royal Navy. So if that's not impressive, then I'm not sure what. You know, I love the energy that you bring to basically anything you do. You know, whether it's property or your social media presence, you know, you guys put a lot of effort into it, and I really, really do admire that. So my question to you guys, actually, have you always been like this? Have you always been this sort of energetic, full of beans? Or is this something that you developed over the years? Is this just your personality that comes right through from the start?
Red wine, it just helps. Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably something that's just is us, I guess, isn't it? And when we set our minds to something and it's something that we want to do, we set ourselves a goal, we just naturally just do everything that we need to do to achieve it, and normally it's like at all costs, isn't it, really? And we just keep going until we've kind of got that goal, and if we don't get it, we just keep going until we get there. And I think, you know, the interesting thing about property is it's something that we're passionate about, and when it comes to something that you're doing outside of your own job, you know, there's no point just doing something like this for money. It's not worth it. It's doing it because you're passionate about it, and when you're passionate about it, it's no longer hard work, is it? It's just easy. So I don't know if it looks like we're bringing the energy, but you know, we're just kind of doing what we love, really.
This evening we've got a bit of a special one because we are announcing that we are running a challenge, a 7-day challenge, which the whole aim of the whole challenge is to help people get set up, get going, and get their property businesses off the ground so they can start operating and start making some money.
Even though it's lockdown, but the property market is open. We can get the deals. We can pick up good deals especially for rent to rent. This is a time when landlords, agents tend to be more open towards company lets maybe, and maybe getting signed up on deals like we want deals like HMO, high Tony, like HMO deals, service accommodation deals, which is tend to be very hard to negotiate when everything is normal, and families and couples renting properties, agents and landlords tend to prefer them sometimes. But this is a time, the best time, and this is going to be the case in the next couple of months, I believe. This is a time when we can pick up very, very, very good deals, can negotiate a good rent, even rent-free periods, and all this stuff. And this is a time when we have a time to learn. And I'm sure there are a lot of good courses out there. We analyzed all the courses and systems people can have access to them, but none of the course is gonna show you and teach you that's what we're gonna show you, and also none of the courses is created to your needs.
So let's put a challenge on. Let's help people, get a bit of motivation behind themselves. And also get their businesses off the ground if they haven't done so yet. But even for people who already got their business off the ground, this would be a really good sort of push to get even better, start making more money, start getting more deals, and hopefully by that means you're going to be succeeding in achieving your goals quicker. So, guys, we have Kenny on tonight. And Kenny, as for those of you who don't know who Kenny is actually took part in our 7-day property business builder challenge a couple of weeks ago, and Kenny was the winner of the challenge. So Kenny has put in amazing efforts over the whole 7 days. He was very consistently getting actions done, consistently getting his message out. He was very active on social media, so we were very, very pleased about how much he's done over the 7 days. And yeah, that basically allowed him to win the 7-day challenge. So
there's so many free resources on the internet that you can read about, but then there's only so much that you can take on. So the natural progression from there onwards was to basically attend a property course, which I did back in August, and there's quite a few strategies that exist that I've never ever heard of before, and they all made sense to me, especially something I wish I knew before I bought my first house, and so I really, really wish I did. But now that with all the rent to rent, all the buy refurbish, refinance, and all the other very creative strategies in properties, I just really, really wish I knew before. But no, it's never too late to start in properties, and in fact, it's always a good time to start in properties. And there's so many creative strategies that works.
what made you sort of switch out of them? What made you sort of hop into serviced accommodation? Is there any specific reason for that? Did you enjoy one or the other more?
I think if I had longer hair, you'd think I was a hippie, and that's because I probably go from one thing to another in a fairly natural way. I was in the hotel sector, and that was Sheraton. Then I started working for. I moved from Sheraton, was invited over to Germany to work for a company called HRS. They're now Germany's biggest OTA, actually. They were developing a corporate booking department at the time, and they said, look, you speak German, you know about corporate hotels, come over and start our new booking, our new corporate reservations department. They were a big trade fair booker at the time. Mm-hmm. Went over there. They had a relationship with a company called Expatel. They were then the UK's largest corporate hotel booking agency. Within Expatel was an apartment booking department, and that was running since 1980. Expatel got taken over, but the apartment booking end was not taken over.